Yeah, so I braid my hair all the time, but today I'm trying something new. New as in new color. Y'all know I love my blacks and my browns, and in this video I added a little burgundy, but for the most part I stick to what I know as far as color. I'm super excited to be trying blonde braids, and I'm gonna take you along with me because I'm going to be trying the tucking method so my black hair isn't shown as much, and I'm going to just see how it plays out. I'm going to be adding curly pieces. It's going to be a whole vibe, so let's go. So my plan was to do multiple braids on camera so that I could show you the process more, but this was my first time, first off, braiding with blonde, so I feel like I really had to focus because I was trying to do the tucking method, and I'm gonna just be fully transparent. It was hard, but I couldn't worry about it too much. So as you can see here, from the top and in the back, except for at the roots, blonde. So that's what I want, and we're doing the tucking method so that the black isn't showing. But if any of the braids do flip over, you will see the black, so that part is kind of bothering me. But I'm going to show you how to do this last braid here. I've sprayed a little water and moisturized it already, and I've just been using a little shine and jam. So you want to apply the shine and jam at the root like so, and then I've also been bringing it down the hair so that it's easy for me to manage when I'm braiding it in to the blonde. I will say I do love it. I can't tell necessarily if I like the black roots, but I mean, I'm not gonna bleach my hair blonde, but you know, like you can do the little knot at the top. These are, I did knotless braids because I just love the way knotless braids looks compared to the old-fashioned knot. But when I bring it back, I was trying to think about how that would look, and the good thing about me doing it myself is that I can switch it up last minute if I feel like I need to. I have a video on how to part your hair, prep your hair for a style. That hasn't changed because anytime I do my hair, I do it the same way. So since I'm doing knotless, you know, you want to have multiple hairs ready to grab, so I've just been doing 2 sections because I'm only going to pick up hair twice. So now that the hair, or my hair, is good around the edges, I'm just going to braid this. I'm going to be looking at my mirror because I have to really focus to make sure I'm like tucking the hair, so you might see me looking down at the mirror. And I'm just going to brush the edges. This took me way longer than I expected. Usually it takes me maybe, since I'm parting my own hair, looking at the parts, the sections, it's taken me maybe, it usually takes me like 4 hours. I started this at like 6 o'clock. Took maybe an hour break, and now it's like 12 o'clock, so it's taking me a really long time. Anywho, so you're gonna split this into 3 sections to get ready to braid. And then you just want to begin braiding as you would a normal braid. This is not necessarily a knotless braid tutorial. It's more about the tucking and me showing you just like how I do it for colored hair. So you grab a piece of the strand, braid it in. It's kind of hard to control it at the roots with the knotless, so I just kind of let the hair do whatever at that point. But you do another braid, and then you tuck the hair underneath there, and then you continue braiding. So now this is when you want to focus on tucking the hair. And what I mean by tucking the hair is basically tucking your hair under the braiding hair. I'm also going to be adding a curly piece a little further down after I've gotten a few rotations in. So what you want to do is grab the hair, and see, you could easily just show your hair, but you want to make sure that the hair is tucked under for each transition. So this side looks good. You want to go to the next side, and you just want to maneuver the hair to where it's hidden. So you see me here just kind of covering the hair on this side, and then you just want to continue to do that. So you just want to loosen if you have to, maneuver the hair so it's underneath, fix any of the sections that may be peeking through, and then make sure that this top piece, that the hair is covering your hair. And you want to just like continue to do that down. This does take way longer than like traditional braids. Knotless braids already take longer than the regular box braids, so you can probably expect to spend a lot more time. Okay, as you can see here, it's not covering the hair like I want, so then I need to go back and just make sure it's doing that. I'm less bothered by it towards the root than I am later down the hair, because I feel like that's a smooth transition, right? So then you want to continue, and now you can see the difference, right? You can see that here it's showing and here it's not. So you just want to continue to do that. I'm pulling this over as far as I can before braiding it in the rotation. And then I'm also just like pulling my hair to keep it straight and to make sure I can maneuver it the way I want to. Continue doing this. At this point, I am going to add the curly piece, and you've seen me do this multiple times because it's like my thing. I feel like I always need curly pieces in. I'm going to do one rotation, and then I'm going to pull out the curly piece and just stick it in my shirt, or sometimes I'll put it in my mouth or wrap it around a bun if I have the bun still in, but this one is just going to go in my shirt. And then the other side, I'm just going to keep braiding down some more until I want to take it out. So you want to continue. See, I've kind of messed up here, so I'm actually going to take that down. I am being very particular about this, especially because it's the one in the front and I want that one to look a specific way. This is also why I couldn't do all of these on camera, because the struggle is mad real. And I'm going to be transparent, it was a learning curve for me as well. I had to YouTube it. I didn't see a ton of videos talking about how to fully tuck it. A lot of the people were experiencing the same thing, but this is what we do. We just share the process. But I know the more, or if I continue to do blonde, it does seem like if you have a thick section like this and your hair is pretty thin underneath, it's easier for the hair to, it's easier to tuck and braid, rather if your hair is thicker than the braiding hair. Okay, so we fixed it. So now I can add back in the curly piece, which is still in my shirt, so that's perfect. So you can see here that I did not tuck this piece in. Oh. So I'm just trying to have the hair cover it. And then I'm just gonna pull the section that it was in. All right, I'm tucking this back in my shirt so that I can continue to talk through my process. So you just wanna continue to tuck all the way down. This will take you way longer than a normal box braid, but unless the person has blonde hair, then you want to kind of make it more blonde than other colors, and my hair is pretty long, so that's why I'm like trying to tuck it as much as possible. Okay, so now that I've braided further down, I think I want this other piece. And I'm just pulling my hair, and then I might add a little bit more product to the ends. That was just a little bit of the shine and gem. And then I'm just going to continue to braid till I get to the bottom. And then I'm taking it down in that moment and fixing any of the errors that look to be present. All right, now we're rolling. Now that my hair is done, that'd be the best part. Once my hair is done, I'd be like rejoicing, because then I don't have to worry about it and I could just braid fast and not have to pause and make sure that the hair is hidden. So I'm gonna say these are not perfect by any means, and as much as I wanted the majority of them blonde, I am happy with this first round, first try for me. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more of the shining gem to the roots, and we are complete. So I know this video was a little bit different than my usual videos, as in like I didn't do the beginning to end, but let me tell you, that's because I just was learning myself. So this video gave you a quick tutorial on how to do the tucking method and a mini tutorial on how to do knotless braids. Let me know if you want a more in-depth knotless braid tutorial if I don't have one already. I might already have one because I do knotless braids all the time. If you like videos like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Toodles.